4 class, I'm a skills teacher. Open your book. As we were studying the 6th chapter grammar review, that is the prepositions, the very important part of speech. So what are prepositions? Let's revise. A preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. यानी कि preposition ऐसे अल्फाज हैं जो कि noun और pronoun से पहले यूज़ किए जाते हैं relationship show करने के लिए दूसरे word से sentence में, ठीक है. And we also studied some words that are followed by prepositions. See the next page. Till 60 we studied. If I felt sorry for the poor girl, and hope so your concept is quite clear. See here, read carefully the use of preposition in these sentences. The boy fell off his bicycle in front of the tram. You may please stay in the house while I go into the garden. See the next page. The money is to be divided between Tahir and Ali. The money is to be divided among several children. The rat was chased by a servant with a poker. She came and sat beside her husband. He was born in Karachi and he now lives in Lahore. 4 boys beside Asar were seen beside the river. We sat under a tree and watched the swift stream beneath us. While I was standing on the chair, a cat suddenly sprang upon the table. So students, these are some prepositions, and there are 2 to 3 prepositions used in each sentence. So there is some difference, you can say, like the money is to be divided between Tahir and Ali. We are using between because it is going to be divided between two boys, see, Tahir and Ali. So we will use between. But if we are talking about several people, several children, यानी कि बहुत से कुछ बच्चों में तकसीम किए जाएंगे पैसे, तो इसलिए हम यूज़ करेंगे among. So this is how we use preposition with respect to the verb that we are using here, and with respect to the noun and pronoun that is given in the sentence. All right. See here, 4 boys besides Asad were seen beside the river. We sat under a tree and watched the swift stream beneath us. While I was standing on the chair, a cat suddenly sprang upon the table. We have already studied in our previous lecture that upon is used because somebody is jumping from the table. So we will use here upon. And into the river we used in our previous lecture that he jumped into the river. So into was used to show the deepness, that river is deep and the boy has to dive into the river. So this is how we use prepositions. See the exercise now. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions. You have already studied a lot of prepositions, and you have better idea that how we can use prepositions in our sentences. But I also have solved. See here, come in the classroom, he is not at home. The tiger was chased by the hunter with a spear. Pour the milk into the jug. In this way we will solve this question. See exercise number 2. Fill in the blanks with suitable preposition. Don't walk with me, I have 3 hats. Other than this, the food was shared among 10 girls. She comes from a poor family. We arrived at the station on time. He was scared blank of dogs. Already preposition is mentioned here, so we don't have to put any preposition here. He was accused of theft. He invited me on tea. In this way we will solve this question. So exercise number 3. Take the correct preposition. Mr. Salman lives at Parker Road. Shahid spent the entire afternoon on phone. My head was paining, so my sister wrote the notes for me. Her parents have been married for 49 years. Grandmother stayed up since 2 in the morning. All right, so this is how we use prepositions. See here, for is used because we don't have the very exact time since they have been married, so we will use for. And here we have the exact time, 2 o'clock in the morning means 2 a.m, so we will use since, we will not use for. So this is our today's lecture. Hope the concept is quite clear because it's very easy. So learn these prepositions by heart, that will make your concept more clear about the prepositions.